playing bingo, Olivia?
Oh, not tonight, honey. You know, she's a degenerate gambler. Millie. Millie? My son.
Handsome.
Oh, she's driving me crazy.
Oh.
Next door. There it is again. That's enough water. How much water does she need? Water. I'm living next door to Gunga Din.
I went down to Ferraris. I got you some biscuit.
Almonds?
Yeah.
All right.
She seems a little bit more adjusted to being there. She's complaining about things going on there instead of complaining about being there. That's a subtle detail, but it's a fact. Normally, she'd be like, oh, you got me in this place. Oh, now she's complaining about the motherfuckers who live there. We got a degenerate gambler. We got the activities lady. Ganga Din, whoever the fuck that is. Tessa.
Uncle June been by?
Oh, once in a while.
More responsibilities means more headaches.
Better men than him had to work hard.
He'll be all right. As long as he remembers who his friends are.
What do you mean?
It's not a business that forgives bad decisions. And I hate to see him making wrong moves.
What are you telling me? Tell him.
No. You got his ear. He listens to you.
I don't know that world.
No, of course not.
Right? Like, of course.
If you have something to say to your uncle, and bring it up to him. Oh, I wish the Lord would take me.
Come on, Ma.
I think if Tony would get more involved with the church, it may help to expedite things in his therapy.
I could deal with the Gumas. I knew I was better than them. As stupid as it sounds, I viewed them as a form of masturbation for him. You're a man, Father. You know that thirst. And I was too busy with the house and the kids to quench it. You know, she's not just a Guma.
Okay. I see what we're getting at
For the
here.
first time, I feel like he's really cheating, and I'm the one who's thirsty.
That's the issue. Okay. I overlooked that. When we start getting into the, mental, emotional, and then the fact that he hit it, it seems like more like he's actually leaving her. You know, it don't matter if we agree or not. Like, of course, we don't agree, us dudes, but.
I'm not going to stay in a marriage that's made it.
Shh. Divorce is for the weak, for people who never intended on dying married in the first place. We reap what we sow. Admit to accepting his dalliances in the past. Providing a wife's duty when you were too busy with the kids in the house. You practically welcomed it. You're not without sin in this, Carmela.
How's your car?
Did you steal my car and have it fixed?
I didn't want to see you get robbed.
It was you. I've been scared to death.
Why?
Why? It's a violation of my privacy. What else have you done?
I love you.
Anthony.
I'm in love with you. I dream about you. I think about you all the time. I can't get excited about any other women.
But you're only feeling this way because we've made such progress.
What?
I've been gentle. That's my job. You've made me all of the things you feel are missing in your wife. And in your mother.
You're making me out to be some fucking mama's boy. I'm a man, and you're a woman. End of story. and this crap about
That's facts.
Freud and you don't want me to come back anymore? Fine.
It's quite the opposite. Has someone been following me? Okay, forget it.
Bottom line, Augustus was a Caesar. And everybody loved him, right? Everybody loved him because he never ate alone. Gabish? He was a fair leader. And all his people loved him for that.
Just the one that they stabbed in the back?
No, that was Julius. Talking about Augustus. You remember the story you told me about the father bull talking to the son? And the son goes to the father, Dad, why don't we run down there and fuck one of these cows? The father says, son, why don't we walk down there and fuck them all?
I told you that?
Yeah.
Why don't we fuck them all? Are you okay? You've been acting mezzo morta lately. I ain't seen a long face like that since you were a kid.
Bullshit stuff, don't worry about it. Junior took the $250 you gave him and whacked it up amongst the top 5 guys.
Your uncle may turn out to be another Harry Truman?
Fucking hope so. Because I tell you right now, I don't want the fucking job. So it gave Jackie the cancer, God rest his soul.
But I could stay in there for hours and watch him run around. There's a kind of beauty to it.
I envied them. They got no bills, no headaches, no family cotsies running around. One horse likes another horse, they go up to each other, they fuck. That's it.
5 bosses, 50 a pop. Not a bad day's pay.
Still, I wish it wasn't your money. You old fucking Jew. Here's my share. Dr. Melfi. There's nothing there, you know. Apparently what you're feeling is not what you're feeling. And what you're not feeling is your real agenda.
I was jealous.
I should have told you
No,
that.
wait, let me finish, Tony. I was jealous of her ability to help you. To be a sort of salvation to you. I want to be that woman in your life.
Tom, you're not just in my life. You're my life.
There we go. There we go. Well, she threw a fat one over the plate and you knocked it out the fucking park. Fucking horseshit. What's going on here? Oh no! It's the feds!
Taught me as much as anybody.
Oh
Except for maybe
no!
my father. Even if he wasn't my uncle, I'd be standing here saying to our new boss,
To Junior.
All the fucking bosses on camera. Showing allegiance to the top guy. Boy, they got the whole hierarchy. He ain't the capo no more. They needed confirmation after the funeral. They got it right there. First, let me start by saying don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you are subscribed, make sure to hit the notification bell. Shout out to all the new viewers. Shout out to all the subscribers. And I have a Patreon with full-length early reactions to things like this. If you'd like to, check it out. Yo, what I enjoy about this show, and I've said it before, I'll say it again, is how we have the family dynamic, which is so interesting, that plays with the individual dynamic of Tony, okay? Which plays with the whole mob storyline, okay? So I'm looking at this like, damn, I'm dead into the storyline of Tony, the doctor, and his wife, Carmela, right? And we're going to break that down some, but then it's followed up by, oh, the feds is on their ass. We saw them at the funeral, and they went in there, and I guess the funeral is what got them the warrant, huh? Because they went up in that motherfucker and had guys serving them with cameras on them, right? Like, and they got full-on confirmation that Junior was in charge. Because I said it before at the funeral that they keep seeing everybody paying homage to him. Paying homage. But it was from far away. But they got verbal confirmation from everybody. Everybody was saluting him. Tony got up there and said what he said. So now, that way that whole scene was done, dope, because it shows, like, it was just cool. Everybody would raise their glass. They take the photo. It said black and white, right? It just looked like evidence. And then we got the hierarchy chart. They took off old dude who had cancer and they put Junior up there. It's going to be crazy to see how that goes, right? Now, Junior, it's interesting. They're not showing them flying off the handle. They showing them being straight up businessmen so far. They showed Tony, you know, he did a little something so far, but it's not nothing hellified. It just all seems business. Killed a rat. He had a dude who was under his Uncle Junior. He had to handle him. And they had other situations that they needed to handle, right? With the capos sitting there complaining about the uncle after being the ones to sit around the table with Tony, they were like, hey, yo, it should probably be you. He like, nah, it's a headache. So they needed someone. Now, of course they're complaining because this motherfucker, he wants everything. Here's the thing. He had been waiting a long time. When they say, oh, the family's been waiting to have somebody at the head of the table, the Sopranos, yeah, but also Junior been waiting a long time to move up. So his first thing is, I'm going to come in, I'm going to get the loot, I'm going to get my money. And he went about it in such a way where everybody's accepting it, but they don't want it. Tony is the reluctant leader. Junior is in charge so he can set things into motion, like killing a drug dealer that clearly worked for somebody else, like going and knocking over a goddamn gambling spot because they not paying homage or paying money at all, right? He can go and do those things. But when they need something absolutely done and needed him calmed down, they went to Tony. The plan Tony came up with to go have New York handle the situation with Hesh and then fucking be like, hey, it has to look like we never talked in it. Perfect, right? Then the capos come to him. He's like, I got to handle it. So he goes and talks to his mom first. Forget Uncle Junior. He talks to his mom first. He tried it out, right? I thought, okay. The reason why I thought it might have worked in that moment was his mom, as I said, she's going down a level. Before it was she just fully hated the place. Why am I here? Oh, you did me dirty. Now it's, why'd you put me here? You did me dirty. But that don't need to be said. Shh. You see her hating on everyone that's there. Okay. And she doesn't seem to be that much pissed at Tony, at least at that moment when they're talking, right? Like, we can understand. When she was speaking to Junior, we saw that. And she tried to downplay it with Junior also, but we'll get to that. So when Tony's talking to her, I'm like, oh, she's receptive to this? And she's like, well, go talk to your uncle yourself. Why are you telling me? I don't know about the business. I don't know about any of that. Like, okay. Right? Like, if you're calling it the business, like, you know what it is. It's just hilarious. She's fucking hilarious and frustrating. It's just funny. Now, the reason that's funny is juxtapose that with Junior comes and talks to her. She got everything to tell Junior how to deal with shit. The Jewish gentleman, he's just out here willy-nilly, you know what I mean? Fuck it, charge that motherfucker, right? Like, what she said, a Jew riding a horse. Like, she's just a character that's so ridiculous. And Junior even saw it. He's like, he did a number on you, huh? Like you really trying to get it? She's like, I don't know what you're saying. She played ignorant. That woman is fully aware. Her mind is working on all cylinders. She's just an asshole like that, right? She really resents that this motherfucker sent her someplace else. But even if he didn't, she'd still be acting that way. Let's not get it twisted. But she's going to use that as her reasoning. Man. Then let's go to Carmela when they're out at the anniversary dinner. Now, there's a moment where I see her complaining. And my first thought was, are they doing that trope again where the women are complaining about the husband's job even though they knew what the job was when they first got with him? I hate when they put that trope inside TV shows. Why? Because it makes it seem like if it was onesies or twosies is one thing. But whenever it's a guy with some sort of power, I mean, half the roles are the women just badgering this guy for even having the power and utilizing it and not spending time with the family and all of that. And it's like, what? But that's not what this was. When she said to the priest, yo, what's it, the Gumas? She said, yo, I was cool with them. She said she saw that as almost a form of masturbation because she couldn't really deal with him at that moment. So now you go back to where you're not smashing her. She didn't used to care before, right? She didn't even really give it up like that to the point where she was fine with you just going and having side chicks, right? Also, the amount of money he bringing in also helps her sleep well at night with that. All right, and then she's telling the priest like, but now he's talking to somebody and he tried to hide it. And the priest came at her straight. The priest, he got some scumbag in him. At least I thought I saw it. But in this moment, even him telling, hey, Tony, come to the church to help. Whatever. But when he broke it down to her like this, like, nah, you got to be truthful. You was letting everything slide in the past because you was fine with it. And that's my thing with Carmela is like, yo, you cool with this lifestyle. Now you're not cool with it. And the reason she's not cool with it, mind you, I'm not saying I hate Carmela for this. I'm not even saying that in real life, I have my own feelings on it, on a situation like that, if I'm Tony and I'm in that. But for the show, it's interesting. I don't want to get into how, like, I really feel if I was in that situation. But I want to talk about, it's interesting for her to go, well, he's out there like, he's talking and he hid that from me. And, you know, I put that. She could try to hide behind all that other stuff, but truthfully, it's the fact that he can be open with somebody else and he can't be open with her. But the thing is, he can never be open with her truly. Why? Because of what his job is. So it's always going to be an arm's length, and she knows that. Now the thing is, Tony really do fuck with Dr. Malfi or whatever. He fucks with her. He said love. Who knows? Falling in love, maybe. But, yo, it really is a thing of he chose an Italian woman. They started by saying that. And she's like, interesting. Your mom, your wife, you know what I mean? They're Italian women. Okay. Then come to everything he says she has, those qualities, her being gentle, her being like hearing him out and all that, and just allowing him to talk and be himself. Those are things that, you know, he feels as if he's missing from the women that are in his life. So what it became was, yo, he sought something in her. And I didn't realize they were going to take that turn so sharp. I just assumed that he fucked with her heavy because he was sending that guy after her. But when the episode starts, he even goes, well, why'd you like fuck with that dude? Like fuck with her man and all that shit. Okay, so I'm still thinking, well, he just cares for her. But little by little, kept having the dreams and all that, and the daydreams and all that, the nighttime dreams. And then we get to the point where he really kisses her, and I'm just assuming, oh, this is a dream too. I didn't realize it. But see, that's the thing is, he really do fuck with her. And Carmela is right. She can sense it on him that he really you know what I mean? There's an openness between him and her, and she already understood. And the fact that he was willing to hide it, she knew him. And it's kind of funny that the priest talked her out of it. At any other time, what he's saying, 100% facts, right? It's like, yeah, you let him get away with all that. Now this is where you got your issues. But it was something there, it turns out. So at the end of this, when Ejita said, she's, you know, basically, oh, I'm glad you're in my life. And he was like, nah. You are my life. Tony, you could tell Tony know how to get chicks and all that, because when he was talking to Dr. Melfi, he was trying to G her. Now, this is the thing about her. She's such a professional. She's just like, and I don't see any inkling of him breaking her right now, breaking the doctor. Like, she just sitting there, okay. To the screen, we seeing, oh, he ain't break her and all that. She's still intrigued. There's a level of professionalism that not only she has, but you would figure she would expect of her client. Now, there is a level that you will let them go to because they're there because they have problems. But my thinking is, yo, he got somebody following you. You know it. Like, he ain't just outright admit it. You know it. The man had your car stolen and he kissed you. Why you ain't turning him away yet? She turned on by him too. Yes, Dr. Melfi, I can tell. You want the mobster meat. I like this show, and these episodes are intriguing, but I can see why people say this is their favorite show and shit already. You know what I mean? Just from, because especially at that time back then, it wasn't too much of anything doing this. Like when we would see characters on there, that's what they were, that character at that moment. So for there to be a breakdown of everybody, I'm expecting at some point we're going to get more of a backstory of the doctor. Because everybody, there's even down to his kids finding out about him. There's this breakdown and we get in depth with him and we find out. So now it's like, it's just a study of these characters that I fuck with. And like, even his Uncle Junior, cool character. The way that Tony spoke to Uncle Junior, you see there's a reverence there for him. He's not just coming outright making a request. Not only does he have respect, but it's almost as if he acts like a little boy with his uncle. A lot of stuff his uncle did would have been handled different earlier on. When he comes and talks to him, my man is telling stories and all that shit. Funny, man. Hey, this was good. I fuck with it. Looking forward to the next episodes. Next episode.